Sun setting low on a hometown track. Dust rolling up like a freight train stack. Cooler in the bed of a beat-up Ford. Crowds getting loud cause they know what's in store. Engines rumbling like a southeast storm. Another wild night where new legends are born. Grab your hat, grab your girl, feel that grandstand shake. Everybody knows this ain't no small town state. Cause we're full throttle Thursday night at them big bright lights, rubbing doors, riding high, leading hard through every fight. From the backstretch to turn 4, fans holler for more and more. Ain't nothing beats that heartbeat racing. Yeah, this is iNRS racing.
All right, folks, welcome to our Thursday night series here on the IWM broadcast channel. We have got for you the iNRS Go Bowling at the Green here at Watkins Glen. Qualifying is underway. I'm Rick Souza here in the booth with Jeff Needy. Jeff, this is a fabulous track here with the guys.
It really is, and this is exciting for us because we normally don't get to broadcast road races. But I've been looking forward to this one so much so that I got on my iRacing rig and ran this track for an hour or so earlier this week just to see what it was like, have some fun, see it firsthand. And all it did was get me excited for tonight.
We've got 25 competitors out there tonight challenging themselves here on the iNRS Racing Series. Forgive me, it's been a long day here, folks, and it's culminating here with us bringing you this race. Again, it's here at Watkins Glen. So let's cover a couple of things. Let's first cover the race info for tonight's event. All right, so we've got 50 laps and 75% fuel. Stage break around 17. They've got plenty of tires. No fast repairs, which means if they screw up, make a mistake, which is easy to do, you could be out for the whole race. And fuel window, we're guessing it's around 42 to 45 laps. We're going to have to check on that. That may not be the case. But we do have a stage break at 17. We expect to see everybody on pit road at that point.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night. You see the partly cloudy, a little bit of wind that could be a factor, but probably not too bad. This track, I've heard it called the super speedway of road courses because most of the corners on this track are very fast. You don't get too many heavy braking zones. There are a few, but your speed is up there for most of the way around this thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and it's got some really tricky little corners. We'll cover those for you as we get underway here and take you through the S's and the carousel and the bus stop, all terms you'll hear us say repeatedly throughout the broadcast. All right, so that's race information. Let's still a few drivers on. Qualifying takes an extended period of time here, so they've got lots of time to get their qualifying in. Still about 3 or 4 drivers who have not qualified, but that may be their choice. Some drivers decide that they're not going to qualify, they're just going to just do their best.
Yeah, sometimes it's a safer bet to not qualify and start at the back, and then just do your best trying to keep, especially for guys that are not really into road racing. They don't get into the road racing tracks that much or the experience, and so it's a safe bet to start at the back and then just slowly get comfortable and then try to work your way forward.
Absolutely. So when qualifying ends, there will be a 5-minute drivers meeting, and then green flag will drop somewhere around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll get that to you. Right now, still a number of drivers still on track who are qualifying. This is Joe Torres. He's currently on track qualifying.
Last week, we had the opportunity to talk to Jordan Wenzel after the race, and one of the things he was talking about was that he was really looking forward to Watkins Glen, and you can see him right there in qualifying currently. He's at the top of the pack with a 1:08, and pretty good time, but boy, there's a lot of guys tucked in behind him. Top 6 positions within a second of each other on this long road course.
Yeah, absolutely. Where in the past, Jordan Wenzel has been like the road racing guy and was always successful. This season, he's got a little bit of competition. A number of guys who are good road racing specialists are in the league, so it should be a challenge.
Yeah, you can see Keanan Shoddy up there only, what is that, about 0.3 of a second behind him. Eric Bombard, Corey Ennis, Tyler Lim, Alec Daffin. Those guys are right up in there, and it's going to be a pretty tight race, I think, getting off this lead lap here.
Let's cover keys for today's race.
Oh, yeah. Number 1, brake management and corner entry discipline. Boy, that is so true. In the few braking zones or heavy braking zones that there are on this track, it is so easy to, and I tell you from experience, it's so easy to get into the corner too deep.
We need to take advantage of that. That can make or break your lap.
And finally, pit strategy. There's a lot of different strategies that these drivers can go for during this race tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see which strategy wins out.
All right, that's the keys for tonight's race. And qualifying is ended. So right now we're in driver's meeting. This is an opportunity for the admins who to really give the drivers a good talking to and tell them to be calm, be collected, and have some patience.
Yeah, that's one of the things you hear a lot in racing is you can't win it on the first lap, but you can lose it. And this one is no different than that. That first corner is a really sharp, about a 90-degree right-hand turn, but there's a lot of runoff. And in this version of iRacing, they give you plenty of runoff in that first corner, so you'll see guys probably 4 wide in that first corner, and then all of a sudden they have to funnel back down together. You can only go through the S's 2 wide, and 2 wide's pretty tricky. So it's going to be an interesting first corner.
All right, so let's talk about where we are points-wise. Well, first of all, let's just cover our season really quickly here, where we are in the schedule. So right now, obviously we're at Watkins Glen. Next week we go on to the All-Star race. That is a non-points counting race, but that's bragging rights and maybe some cash for the driver. But that's next week. We're at Dover for the All-Star race. And then we go back for the second half of the season. That's the next race is in Charlotte. And then you've got Nashville, Michigan, as we head towards the chase, which is going to happen at the end of August. So really, we're coming up to the halfway point. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's really gone by quickly this year.
All right.
San Diego Street Race coming up on June 18th. We won't be broadcasting that, I don't think, but that's going to be a fun one to watch on TV. And,
yeah, I sure hope that iRacing actually gets a chance to scan that track.
Yeah, I'll say.
With that, currently, here we are with the current point standings here right now. We've got Eric Lombard is sitting on top of the leaderboard, but Luke Gortman and Jordan Wenzel are really within just a few points behind.
Yeah, Jordan Wenzel made up some ground last week with that victory. And you see the other guys there. Kai Collymore is in fourth. He's 113 out, but really we're not halfway through with the season yet. So this next group of guys there are all fairly tight together, and they all have a good shot at working their way forward.
Absolutely. So 16 drivers will advance out of the regular season to the chase. And as we said, next week, really this is the last race of the first half of the regular season. So so far, if you're one of those drivers, you're sitting top 16. You're right now at you're doing well halfway through. Now it's time to the second half to turn it on.
Yeah. It's interesting. You see Eric Lombard up there in the lead. He has 4 wins this season, which is remarkable. Followed by Lucas Gortman, Jordan Wenzel with 2 each, Jacob Musso with 1, and Scott Bailey with 1. It's interesting to see Eric Lombard up there with 4. He's like the Tyler Reddick of the iNRS series.
Yeah, and the key to those points being what they are is look over to the column titled Stage Points. He's got 60 stage points. That is huge. That just tells that really is there just to show you those top 5s, those top 10 finishes, stage wins. That plays a huge factor in their current points, and that's just how this is built just like NASCAR is, and on Sunday in the Cup Series. And stage points here. We don't have as many stages, but they certainly matter. That's for sure.
One group that does not get a lot of credit, but they really deserve it, is the admins for this league. The guys that handle race control, they handle the point system, keeping up with everybody, making sure that it's handled fairly, and every good league has a good admin team that's working alongside them.
Yeah, so definitely shout out to the admins that help to keep this car, figuratively speaking, between the lines and on the road. That's a yeoman task each and every week. So, well, that pretty much finished up the drivers' meeting. We're about waiting for grid to start. As soon as we have some cars on the grid. Oh, we've already got some cars happening. So we'll bring you our lineup. And we've got plenty of time to bring you that lineup, but we'll go ahead and bring that to you right now.
And there it is. Starting grid, Jordan Wenzel, last week's winner, is on the pole, and Keanan Shoddy alongside him. In row 2, we have Eric Lombard Jr., we talked about, our points leader, alongside Corey Ennis. Coming up in row 3, we have Tyler Lem and Alec Daffin. Row 4 consists of Lucas Gortman and Jake Musso. Row 5, Brian Jones and Paul Irvin.
All right, in row 6, you've got Joe Musso and Joe Torres in P11 and P12. Row 7 brings us Vince Burns and Matt Wheeler. Row 8, you've got Gary Wells and Tony Japs. Row 9 is Jeff Ramsdale and Anthony Campbell. And in row 10, you've got Eddie Musso and Austin Walton.
Coming up in row 11, position 21, Scott Thomas, and alongside him in that 89 car, Brady Boatwright. Row 12, Brennan McKee and Grady Gherkin. Coming up in row 13, Garrett Walden and Dakota Reeder.
All right, and that's our field for tonight. We'll catch back up with Jordan Wenzel.
Yeah, we got a few less drivers tonight. Road courses sometimes in the leagues aren't quite as popular as the ovals.
Yep, in most leagues there's the drivers don't have to attend every single race. It's a points race, so it's a little bit different than previous. But some drivers just know that this is just not their thing.
I am not a good road racer, but I sure enjoy it.
Well, the drivers are making their way around the track through the bus stop at the moment. Lights are off in the pace car. He'll drop off somewhere before we'll get through the carousel next, and then he'll drop off probably right by the we go into the pits, and we'll be going green momentarily here. Now, of course, we don't have full course cautions except for the stage here at the Go Bowling at the Green here in the iNRS Racing Series. Those are local cautions only, so we'll do our best to jump around and see what's happening to whom. We'll just try to do our best to keep up. Road courses are a little bit tougher to track. So.
Yeah, this is the area right here where the pace car's going through. That's a pretty good braking zone. You've got to get your speed back down to make that corner. Then you accelerate quickly coming into this right-hand turn. And good passing opportunity here. A lot of runoff area, and then they're back onto the straightaway. And away they go.
Here we go. Pace car is off. And we are underway here at Watkins Glen in the Go Bowling at the Glen in the iNRS Racing Series. Jordan Wenzel out in front. It's a drag race to that first turn. Side by side with the 45. 45 goes a little wide. That's Keenan Shoddy. As you can see the field fanning out through that turn. Oh. Bit of a glitch there in the...
Yeah, it was tough to follow what was going there, but Jordan Wenzel still out in the lead, followed by Keanan Sade, Tyler Lem, Corey Ennis, and Jake Musso, making up the top 5. These cars have pretty much gotten to be single file now and spreading themselves out a little bit. You see this front pack pulling away some.
You saw a number of drivers kind of blow through the bus stop there. They'll have to make up that. They'll get a points penalty, a time penalty. They'll have to fix. But right now, let's bring up our current tower to see just where people are in relation to our leader, Jordan Wenzel. Keenan Shoddy is right there following him, and you saw Corey Ennis. He just tried to a little bit of a jump left there.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if Jordan Wenzel made contact with that outside wall there, or they would say on a road course driver's side wall.
Driver's going to bust up here. Oh.
Saw those numbers show up. If you look in the corners, you'll see numbers counting down from 600, 500, 400, 300. And those are braking points for the drivers, so it gives them an idea how quickly that corner is coming up. And what they've done is in practice, they have picked up their braking points. They've decided where they want to brake, and it's a great point of reference for them. On ovals, they don't necessarily have those, and you have to kind of pick a spot on the wall or some sort of a landmark. But here on road courses, they have the countdown, and drivers can be pretty specific about where they want to brake.
Current track temperature is 86. It's pretty comfortable here, Watkins Glen, 66 degrees. Makes for a good race, good weather. Of course, some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, it's iRacing, it's virtual. But yep, all those weather considerations are in effect, and hot day changes the track conditions.
Absolutely does, and they do. iRacing does an amazing job at how they write their program, write their code to be able to make this as realistic as possible.
Okay, 4 laps complete. Jordan Wenzel continues to lead with Keenan Shoddy right there on his bumper. Going back in line, see Corey Ennis running third. Jake Musso just got around Lucas Gortman there to take over that position. We're still not over. They're battling door to door here. Best battle right now on track between these two drivers. Oh, a little contact there.
Ooh.
That's between Jake Musso and Lucas Gortman. To Tyrell Lem now in 5th.
Yeah, you see them come through the bus stop there in single file, and that's really the way you want to do it. I've seen cars go through side by side, but boy, that is tough. You really got to be able to handle your car and keep control of it if you try to go through the bus stop too wide.
The 28 of Joe Musso is trying to get himself around the 6 of Lucas Gortman. Jumping on back, the next group is Vince Burns in side-by-side action, Grady Gherkin and the 9 of Austin Walton there. Now we're 3 wide.
3 wide as they cross the start-finish line. That was amazing.
3 wide into turn 1. 9 goes wide. That's Austin Walton goes a little wide there. That lets Alex Daffin take over that position, and now he's in 9th.
That is they make it look easy, but it is really tough when on that first corner there. When you fan out, some guys go wide and some stay tight to the inside. It's you've all got to come back into the same part of the track. So that's what makes it really tough, and these guys are doing a very good job tonight of handling that corner.
Back up front, Jordan Wenzel and Keenan Shoddy have kind of separated themselves by over 4 seconds from Corey Ennis in 3rd. And Corey's got a good jump on by almost 4 seconds over Jake Musso. So a little bit of a breakout here. Let's bring up that track map so you can see just where these cars are positioned. Already over 2/3 of this track is covered by cars going back to the 97 of Jeff Ramsell. He's bringing up the rear right now. A number of drivers have dropped. We've got Anthony Campbell, Dakota Reeder are out. Brendan McKee is in the pits.
That puts Garrett Walden as the only car a lap down, and like Rick, like you mentioned in the pre-race, probably not going to be any yellow flags tonight, so it's going to be very, very tough for anybody that goes a lap down to get their lap back.
Yeah. He'll get it back at the stage break. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 12 laps.
The second part of the race, stage 2, is going to be tough.
Lucas
these
Corbin
guys
got
have
himself
jumped out.
Yeah, Lucas Corbin got himself around Jake Musso. go back to see that replay real quick. Just going back down that front straightaway where we've seen it before. Heavy braking into one, holds the inside line, and 25 goes wide, and that's the difference between holding that position and taking it away.
Yep. When you go wide, it's kind of a roll the dice and see, because you can keep your speed up, so you're going faster if you're on the outside, but the problem is you have to cover more distance. And so a lot of times guys will try that, but they don't really gain much. And right there you see the same thing. In that particular corner, I think it helps you a lot to go wide, but sometimes in that first corner it can backfire on you.
So when you watch this race on Sunday, you may see some tire barriers in place in some of these areas that the drivers here in iRacing are using for runoff.
Yeah, NASCAR decided that they didn't want them using all that runoff area. They wanted to try to contain them to the racing surface as much as possible. So they put tire barriers there at the exit of turn 1, and then they come up here through the S's and through the bus stop and the carousel. Coming out of the carousel, there's another area of runoff, and they're putting another set of tire barriers there.
All right, looking through the field again, Alex Daffin back here is currently in 8th. Grady Gherkin, let's get some information up here. Grady's currently sitting in 9th. We'll cut in reverse order here. So is Vince Burns currently in 11th. Austin Weld, spins right there. We caught him just as he went around.
Hard contact with the wall.
Again, there's no cautions here per se, so he's got
front end on that 9 car is pretty well damaged.
Yep.
He gets it going again though. Let's see what happens.
Yep. I guess he thinks he's okay. He's headed up back on the track.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity there to take it into the pits. Okay, back up here in 8th, we got Grady Gherkin and Alex Daffin. Tyro Lem here in 7th. Joe Musso currently in 6th. Jake Musso currently in 5th. Lucas Gortman is in 4th. Corey Ennis is sitting right now solidly in 3rd. Keenan Shoddy is in 2nd. And Jordan Wenzel all by himself currently in the lead with a 1+ second gap over Keenan Shoddy.
Yeah, so the front runners have really gotten themselves out there. They've got, let's see, about a 5-second lead, 5-second gap between 2nd and 3rd place. And then 3rd and 4th, there's another little over 4-second gap. So those guys have kind of put themselves out there in front, all running in fairly clean air.
Just looking, making our way through the field. You see Eric LeBombard. He's back all the way in 15th. He started up there in 3rd.
Yeah, it takes us a little over a minute, roughly a minute 10 to make a lap around Watkins Glen. That leaves Jeff Ramsdell pretty close to being lapped. I'm going to guess that he's going to get lapped here pretty soon. I don't see him out in front of Jordan Wenzel.
Yep, I see there's Jeff Ramsdell, but he's coming through the bus stop. He's the last car on the lead lap.
Our leader, Jordan Wenzel, also has fastest lap so far for the race, 109.15. Pretty quick lap.
Oh, yeah.
Running out front like he is certainly makes it a little bit easier, but he is earning his paycheck tonight.
Flipping back to the field, we get some report about a driver may have gone off track or involved in an incident. We're going to try our best to...
Yeah, Tony Japs, it looked like.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, boy, yeah. Big shot. That's that hard braking zone we were talking about earlier. When you got to make that sharp left-hand corner, your speed is down considerably over what you're used to running, and you get back to or if you carry too much speed and get back to the gas too soon, that back end's going to kick out on you, which is going to put you in that driver's side wall.
See, the 81 of Jordan Wenzel just goes around Scott Thomas. He lets him go by. Comes back on the track right in front of Keenan Shoddy there. That 45 will make their way around the 79 of Scott Thomas.
5 laps to go in stage 1. When there's no cautions, you count the laps down pretty quickly, right?
Yeah, they sure do. They tick away pretty quick. All right, driver taking full advantage. Let's go on board and ride around with Keenan Shoddy here. Take a lap around Watkins Glen with Keenan.
This is that first turn that is so treacherous. See him kick out wide there, and then come back in, just missing that driver's side safer barrier. Up through the S's. Really fun part of the track to drive. You carry high speed through there. Now you've got to start braking pretty quickly here. Right about there, they'll start braking to make this sharp turn into the bus stop.
See them running over those curbs. Those are not as challenging as a big turtle, but they're certainly it's a manageable curve.
Yes. It does give you a pretty good vibration, though. Those curbs have ribs in them. So you're, like the rumble strips that you get on the interstate. Only you feel it a lot more in a stock car. That 45 breaking in.
And there's 3 laps to go. So the pit lane will actually close lap 15, where it trips over from 15 to lap 16, and the stage break will trip on lap 17 as they trip into lap 18, and they count off the top 10 drivers. And what does all that mean? That just gives that's our stage, and that the top 10 drivers will each receive as much as 10 points and as fewer as 1 point to add to their point total. Regardless of how they finish the race, they keep those stage points. See Gary
Ooh, somebody
Wells.
around backwards.
Yeah, that's the 87 of Gary Wells.
It's safely turned around there.
See the 10 of Matthew Wheeler bearing down on him.
Nice clean pass there at the beginning of the S's.
See here, Lucas Gortman has got his hands full with the 25 of Jake Musso. These guys have been battling really since the beginning of this race.
Yeah, yeah. Guys very evenly matched.
Usually with a road course, there's kind of a races within the race, and you have guys like these two, Gortman and Musso, battling it out. Keep an eye on them and go back to it.
It's always interesting to me how some guys will take different lines than others. I've noticed it when Gortman and Musso went through the bus stop earlier in this lap, and the rear car came off of the bus stop much wider than the first guy did. Sometimes that's your speed that does that, but sometimes guys just like a different line, different angle through the corner.
We're making our way towards the end of lap 17 and headed towards the last couple of corners here before that yellow will fly for the stage break here. Stage is over for the first driver. Caution flies. That's the stage. We'll take the top 10 drivers. Wenzel, Shoddy, Ennis, Gortman, Musso, Lem, Daffin, Gherkin, and Brian Jones all will be awarded stage points. As the caution flies here at Watkins Glen. Good clean race so far. We've seen a couple of drivers struggle a bit, but still nearly 20 drivers will be on the lead lap when we go back to green.
Yeah, that's very good, really. I think you'll see everybody pit on this. I didn't think we had anybody that short pitted.
No, you know, there's any.
So
I don't think you can get much on the short pit, but
yeah. So everybody will be ducking into pit road when the pits open. We'll see probably full tank of fuel, 4 tires for everybody, I'm guessing. And then that's where the strategy now really is going to play in the second stage of this race. Where do you, because they'll probably have to make one more pit stop. And where do you make that stop? Do you make it early? Do you make it late? Different strategies for different types of tracks too. That's the interesting thing.
yeah, our earlier calculation was a bit off on the fuel window. It's somewhere between 25 and 30 laps. But here we're going to pit on lap 17, 18. They're going to take 4 tires and fuel, getting them set to rack and restack this. We know you're going to go wide open, so that means you don't have to come back in until, you know, lap 48 of 50. So you've
You know what that means.
yeah, so there's a lot of gambles that are going to happen. Really just get as much time out as you can and do what you can.
Yeah, somebody's strategy, I don't know who, but I'm betting somebody is going to try to save fuel in this long run coming up here in stage 2 and make it without a stop. So we'll see if they can do that or not. or if our leaders all try to follow, play follow the leader and all follow the same strategy. Pit stops here are interesting because the right side is close to the pit wall, and in most other races, it's the left side that's close. And I've heard a little chatter this week about how the pit crew guys, it's all muscle memory, and for them, it's difficult because everything is different. Their pit stop is completely different on this track than it has been all season. So
it's basically
it's going to
backwards.
be interesting. Yeah, exactly. They pit the right side of the car first instead of the left. So they're going across the car, but it's interesting.
Well, a couple drivers are still in the pits. Well, just one. Gary Wells is still in, making his way out. Getting out of the pits now. Well, I take that back. He's just getting in.
Did we have two cars stay out, or have they just not pitted yet?
I don't know if I don't think Jeff Ramsdell was able to come in, or he stayed out.
Yeah, Garrett Walden hasn't pitted either. And looks like Scott Thomas pitted early. He pitted on lap 17. I thought the pits would be closed then, but
all right, well, the lights are off on that. A couple drivers get their wave arounds. So that was Jeff Ramsdell, and I think that was Garrett Walden. They'll make their way back to the tail end of the field.
yeah, that's interesting because it shows Garrett Walden has not pitted yet.
He may not have. He may come in the pits now. We'll see how that all plays out. He's at the tail end of the lead lap.
Gary Wells is still in the pits, having some extended work done.
These are drivers at the tail end. They're racing their way back to the field. You can see the field coming up, but the field's going through the bus stop right now. All right, they're not stopping. They're continuing around. Field makes a relatively significant elevation change as they come down out of the bus stop in the carousel.
Our points leader, Eric Lombard, just had an issue. His car wouldn't start. So he's back in 19th position now, just one of the last cars. Oh, there he comes. He's coming back up now. He's able to get his position back.
Just in the nick of time because we are about to cross that start-finish line.
He's up about 9th or 10th now, so he was able to recover from that. Pace car's off. Here we go.
Green flag flies, back underway here at Watkins Glen in the iNRS Racing Series. Now it's a wheel-to-wheel battle here at the front between Keenan Shoddy and Jordan Wenzel, but Keenan goes wide, still holds it.
Ooh, boy. He's got the edge, but here, no.
No,
It's going
he
to be tough. Oh,
takes the
there he
lead.
clears him. New leader.
Oh, they're wrecking behind.
Yeah.
48 goes around, the 89 goes around. Brady Boatwright in the back. Number of drivers tangled up.
Caught up in it.
Garrett Walden as well.
99.
But that puts Jordan Keenan Shoddy out in front with Jordan Wenzel in second. Jordan's got his hands full with Lucas Gortman right there in the six. There's a battle right there with Eric Lombard, Grady Gherkin, as Lombard takes over the position and now moves up to fifth. Big moves on this on this lap and a half here.
Boy, I'll say. We see Keanu Sade up front for the first time this race. Jordan Wenzel, who has been our leader, dropped down into second. Lucas Cortman still there in third. Jake Musso in fourth. Eric Lombard Jr. recovered from his car not starting, made it back up to fifth. Great restart for him. Grady Gherkin in sixth. Alec Daffin in seventh. Joe Musso in eighth. Brian Jones in ninth. And Corey Ennis rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, Alex Daffin just going into turn one really just did a fabulous job of out-braking the 28 of Joe Musso and was able to take over that seventh position.
On road courses, that's where most of your passing's done. You out-brake somebody going into a corner, and that lets you get in a little bit earlier than he does and get you a little bit deeper. And if you can manage it, then you can come out the other side taking up a position.
All right, Keenan Shoddy continues to lead here. Jordan Wenzel back in second, Lucas Gortman in third, Jake Musso in fifth, and Eric Lombard in Jake Musso in fourth, Lombard in fifth. Leaders make their way through the bus stop.
It's interesting to watch these cars go through the bus stop. Next time we come back around there, keep your eyes on that, the left side suspension on those cars. Sometimes you'll see a left front come up off the ground.
See if we can get a rear camera from the 45. This is looking back at Jordan Wenzel from the bumper cam of Keenan Shade's car.
See Jordan make up a little bit of ground on the entrance and then falls back just a little bit on the exit to turn one.
Through the S's, and now we're going to head through the bus stop.
Jordan Wenzel has set fastest lap again on his last lap. Brought it down by 4/100ths of a second, so not much different, but still very, very good lap. A lot of guys, I see about 8 cars that had their fastest lap on that last lap. We've got Garrett Walden and Gary Wells still in the pits, having some extended work done. Gary Wells been in there for 8 minutes. Garrett Walden's been in there for almost 3.
Taking a quick look at Matthew Wheeler, Tony Japs, and Joe Torres back here. This is 13th, 14th, and 15th, but nevertheless, very competitive here.
Yeah, remember we saw Tony Japs in that 42 car spin earlier, and he was able to gather himself up and get back up there and get in the fight again.
Yep.
Running 13th right now.
So the 10 of Matthew Wheeler go really wide coming out of turn one, and that gave the 42 of of Tony Japs a chance to move and take the position away, which he did. Key is holding it.
Yeah. He's jumped out, though. He's got built up a good lead over those next two cars.
See Joe Torres trying to take away that position from Matt Wheeler.
And he clears him.
Back up front, Jake Musso's got his hands full with Eric Lombard on his tail.
Yeah, Eric Lombard, again, has recovered nicely from that incident with his car not willing to restart. Got that Mountain Dew machine up there. Running strong right now.
Just about halfway down with this event tonight. Thank you all for tuning in to the IWM broadcast. We certainly appreciate those of you who are watching. We certainly appreciate those if you haven't subscribed. If you could, we'd love to have you as part of the IWM broadcast family and keep you up to date. We typically have events on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. We didn't have a race last night, had a technical issue, and we're not able to bring you something, but we certainly will going forward next Wednesday and Thursday. Big battle here. That's between the 25 of Jake Musso and Eric Lombard as the 58 tries to work his way around the 25.
Yeah, look, he's going to try to go too wide through the bus or through the S's here.
Oh, good bit of contact.
Oh, yeah. Recovered nicely, though. Boy, that could have been disastrous for Eric Lombard. He's pushing hard. He wants that spot.
Yep, and 25 is not going to give it up easily. Right there, it's got the inside.
Little contact again.
Yeah. The best battles right now on the track between these two drivers. So headed back towards the start-finish line. This is every driver's opportunity to try to find a way, leverage this first corner and get around.
Lombard and does it.
Yep.
Oh, he got that inside line and was able to clear him before the corner. He aggressively pursued it and was able to get the deal done.
Looking a little farther back, see the 27 of Joe Musso. You got an 84 of Alex Daffin, who's got his hands full with Joe Musso, trying to take that position away as they enter the bus stop.
And Corey Ennis back right behind them, wanting to get into the middle of that, but maybe just hanging back a little, let these guys sort it out first.
Yeah, you saw that the 84 really bit off a lot of that bus stop rumble strip. That was 4 tires off the track.
Interesting, on the final corner there, corner 7, coming up to the start-finish line straight. In the race I ran here, there was a lot of passing in that corner. In this race, not so much. It's interesting how that plays out.
Yep. Joe Musso took advantage of that, almost got around him out of turn 1 and through the S's. He's right there on his bumper.
Well, he's trying to leave a little bit of green paint on that back bumper.
Looks to be.
That 84's of Alex Daffin.
Oh, no, it got loose.
Oh!
28 gets loose.
Yeah.
He saves it, but...
great job saving it, but comes around too far. You got to stop, get going again. Yeah, unfortunately for Joe Musso, the that 28 car now has dropped back to 11th spot. But it could have been a lot worse. He didn't
Oh,
lose
yeah.
too many positions, but he's got a lot of time to make up now. He's about 6 seconds behind the car in front of him, Tyler Lem.
Eddie Musso was on pit road for a second. He's back out now. Everybody who's underway is on the track. Garrett Walden is, unfortunately, he has retired, as has Anthony Campbell, Brennan McKee, and Dakota Reeder. But other than that, we still have 22 cars on track with 21 laps to go.
18 cars on the lead, or 20 cars now on the lead lap.
It's like Joe Torres just spun.
Yep, he headed into the pits.
Back up front, Keenan Shoddy out in front. He's got just a little bit of gap between himself and Jordan Wenzel, but these two guys.
Oh, the 84 and the 26. Oh, they collect. Well, can't see the number on that one.
Oh, watch out! Watch out!
Oh,
they're blocking the track there. That's Musso and the 84 of Alex Daffin as they're trying to get around. Alex Daffin just losing positions. He has got some major damage. That right rear is not turning. He has got some.
No, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
That car is toast.
Heard Tyler Lem on the radio. He wasn't real happy, but I couldn't tell exactly what happened there.
Well, the 84 of Alex Daffin is retired. Will be. The 99 of Tyler Lem has some nose damage. Go back here. There's contact right there with Daffin and Musso.
Yep, the Alec Daffin, that 84 car, is still off track.
There's the contact right there.
Boy.
That's what destroyed that right rear. That's the 99 of Lem who hit that car broadsided.
I don't know how that didn't take out Tyler Lem's engine.
Yeah, he may still be having issues. Let's go on board with Tyler Lem.
Coming up through the S's there, approaching the bus stop. Heavy braking right there to get in, get off of that corner.
Downshifting. So far we can't see or hear anything that looks negative. But clearly we can see the nose is pretty messed up on that 99.
Fortunately for him, on these road courses, the body isn't quite as critical as it is, especially compared to like a super speedway. But he's seems to be doing. Let's see, his last lap was 112. So he's probably 2 seconds off the pace of the leaders, 2.5. So it's affecting him, but it's allowing him to still run up in that top 10 so far.
Alex Daffin is made his way to the pits. He's got some major damage. About 15 cars still on the lead lap with 18 laps to go. But the battle is shaping up here up at the front. Keenan Shoddy's got Jordan Wenzel right there on his tail.
Yeah, they had an 8/10 of a second gap at one point. Now they're down to about 2/10, so 2 to 3 tenths. So he's reeled him in and probably just going to put pressure on him. He still has 17 laps to go. Keep pressure on him, see if he makes a mistake.
A couple of drivers in the pits, Gortman and Musso. They're getting their stop in. We expect to see everybody at some point on pit road. We doubt they'll just chance it. This is, with a road course like this, 2.42 miles, you don't want to ever chance running out of fuel.
Oh boy. There's no coasting home unless you're within the last couple hundred yards.
So those drivers took 2 tires. I'm sorry, took 4 tires and fuel. So we'll see them back on the track soon.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's back out on the track now, with the exception of Alec Daffin, who's still in the pits after that pretty hard shot that he took. He's going to have some extensive work that needs to be done. We'll see if he gets back out in time.
Current drivers on pit road is Gary Wells, Alex Daffin, and Joe Musso. But Alex Daffin is he's got a meatball. He'll be in there extensively. So the 45 is catching up to a little bit of lap traffic now. He's got to get around the 79 of Scott Thomas, which, like the gentleman he is, the 79 basically just says, you know what? I'm not going to mess with your day. Just go by.
Very sportsmanlike of him. Just go wide, get out of the way, and let them go on by.
Like the 97 of Jeff Ramsdell, who's also on the sporting that same Tide paint scheme as the 10 of Matthew Wheeler. They're both with IRFK Racing.
That green car, I can't make out the number, but the green car right behind him, when he came through the bus stop, he was another one that had all 4 wheels off the track onto the rumble strips.
Jordan Wenzel on pit road.
Ooh, green car makes a beautiful run, late break into the corner, and passes that Tide car there. Is that the 45?
Trying to get you that information.
No, it's not the 40. No, the 45.
It's 28 of Joe Musso. Right?
48. That's it. Yeah.
28. Yeah, 28 is Joe Musso.
28. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see it real good there. Well, see all 4 tires on the rumble strip there too, with Joe Musso.
He's trying to make up some lost time, I think.
Yep.
Currently sitting in 12th. Now, Jordan Wenzel
went. The car in front.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go. Grady Gurkin, the car in front of Joe Musso, pitted. He's on his way back out and just got back on the track now. Did not lose a spot to Joe Musso.
Leader on pit road. Keaton Shoddy is making his way down onto pit road.
Jordan Wenzel had taken his pit stop, let's see, about 2 laps ago. I didn't even see that. He just kind of silently ducked in there, and now he's going to emerge as our leader here, I think. Eric Lombard, yep. Eric Lombard last pitted on lap 18. He'll have to come in and pit, and that'll put Jordan Wenzel in the lead. And Keanan Sade right behind him. As soon as this is once Eric Lombard pits. That's our points leader there, and that number 58 Mountain Dew Chevrolet. Having an eventful but pretty good run tonight.
Yeah. 13 laps to go. He bypasses the pit, keeps on trucking. Now he's got about an 11-second lead over Wenzel in second place. And Wenzel has nearly a 9-second lead over Shoddy. So big gaps here amongst these drivers as they cycle through round of pit stops. Just 2 drivers. I take that back. I think I've got 3 drivers who have yet to come in. That is Eric Lombard, Tyler Lem, as well as Matthew Wheeler. Those 3 drivers have yet to pit since the stage.
Jordan Wenzel's our only car in the top 10 that when he pitted, he just took 2 right side tires. Got some fuel, got right sides, and only had a 6-second pit stop. So that's where he got some of that lead.
Yep.
And we'll see if that 2-tire gamble pays off. Yeah, Eric Lombard's lap times are starting to fall off now. His last lap was about 2.5 seconds slower than Jordan Wenzel, who's running right behind him in second position.
Yeah, time is ticking away. He's only got about 4 or so laps to keep that 81 off his tail.
And Keanan Shoddy just set the fast lap for the race, so those 4 tires that he put on are working. His last lap was 9/10 of a second faster than Jordan Wenzel. So he's 7 seconds behind Wenzel, but if he can do a second every lap, that's going to put him in contention.
Go back to Jake Musso. He and I've gotten into a little bit of a dust up at some point here. Let's watch this 25. He goes right around, hits the wall in front of the pits. Oh, again, damage on that 25.
Yeah. He's fallen back to 18th spot.
Yeah, he's in the grass. Yeah. Oh, he turns right in front.
Oh. Hits the right side, then the left side, and then the right side again.
Yep.
That's like a ping pong ball incident right there. Tough break for Mr. Musso.
Yeah, he was doing good all day, but yeah, he's now made his way out of the pits, but that was not what he wanted to.
No.
All right, so Eric Lombard is out in front. That his lead, though, is being chipped away. Again, we believe he is also due for a stop in the pits. With just 10 laps to go.
He's got a 5-second lead over Jordan Wenzel with 9 laps to go now, and Jordan Wenzel's gaining him by 2 seconds a lap, so he's going to catch him with a few laps to go. Keanan Shoddy now has made up a little bit more time. He's about 6.5 seconds behind Wenzel, so we're going to see some
It's a strategy.
We're going to see some tight racing here at the end if Eric Lombard's able to stay out. If I was a betting man, I would bet that he's going to try to make it. What does he have to lose? Other than the worst he could finish is 12th at this point. If he runs out on the last lap, anyway.
I think he's just trying to figure out how to stay in the top 3 on the podium.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can save the fuel and can make it the last 7 or 8 laps,
Yeah.
he'd be in good shape.
Yeah, you're right. He's fourth position. Lucas Gortman is 20 seconds behind the leader right now. So
yeah, he could still work a podium out of this
Yep.
as long as he can hang on to it fuel-wise.
yeah, that could be one reason why he is losing 2 seconds a lap. Lifting early, easing back into the gas.
Yeah, it's not like an oval course where you can really just back off and cruise. You don't have really those options here on a road course.
Yeah.
But you could not shift, stay in a higher gear, save little rev or RPMs. Again, as you stated, you could back up the corner a bit, ease in and out. But right now, Jordan Wenzel is on his bumper. He's just trying to find a place to pick him off. Just 7 laps to go.
My guess is Jordan Wenzel is watching every move that Eric Lombard makes, trying to figure out where his weakness is. Where is he trying to save? There he goes around him. Let's see if he's able. Yep. Nope.
Oh, contact.
Oh, wow.
So the 58 goes around.
Oh.
That puts him in 3rd because Shoddy gets by him as well. Well, there's that. He stays on the podium, but he may not be happy with that.
No. That is a tough place to pass.
Yeah, contact through the bus stop.
Tightest spot on the racetrack.
Now, what that did do, though, is tighten it up between Wenzel and Shoddy.
Yeah, they're down to less than 2 seconds, about 1.5 seconds. So that's gonna make it tough for Jordan Wenzel. He'll be doing everything he can do to keep Keanu Shoddy behind him.
This is the view out of the windshield of Kenan Shoddy. You can see that's the 81 of Jordan Wenzel just up ahead. And he is hammered down.
Guys going down the short straight there to that hard braking zone, coming into turn 7 and onto the front straight.
Well, this has turned into an interesting race here with just 5 laps to go. Just about 1.5 seconds back is Kenan Shoddy trying to get up to Jordan Wenzel. Eric Lombard has taken 3rd, but he has not pitted, and he is now going to be in potentially. He's got Lucas Gortman on his tail. Back here, Lucas Gortman is just about 2 seconds back or so. Right there,
Yeah.
you can see him try and take that pole position away. Well,
And
podium position.
Lombard has dropped another second on his lap times now, so he's running about 3.5 seconds behind the leader's speed, running
He's trying to save
exactly
fuel.
3 seconds behind Lucas Gortman's speed.
He's trying to save fuel.
Yep. He's got to be getting down on fumes there.
Oh yeah. If I put that information in our little handy dandy calculator and I look at Eric Lombard and show his telemetry, we're thinking he's gonna be close.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit left in that tank with just 4 laps to go. Versus if I choose Jordan Wenzel, he's all good.
Oh yeah, plenty of fuel there. Yeah, Eric Lombard rolled the dice for sure. We'll see how that works out for him.
42 of Tony Japs did a little off-track excursion there.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not his first journey for the night.
No, not at all. All right, so a couple of stories here. It's will Eric Lombard have enough fuel to finish the race and hold on? He's lost the position. He's back to 4th at this point with Lucas Gortman taking that podium position away, and as he moves up to 3rd. And then Keenan Shoddy, that delta was about 1.5 seconds. It's now down to a third, because the leader, Jordan Wenzel, has run into traffic. He's run into the 10 of Matt Wheeler there. And that has slowed.
Matt does not want to go a lap down. He's not
Nope.
going to make it easy for him.
Yeah, he's the last car on the lead lap. There he goes there.
Yeah.
Well, no, there he does. They're coming up with 2 laps to go as they cross the stripe.
This is going to get really interesting.
Yeah, because now you've got 1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, if Matthew Wheeler continues to run his line, make them change their line in order to get around him, it's going to make it tough. Jordan Wenzel's going to have his hands full. He's got to feel like the cream in the Oreo cookie right now.
Yep. Last car on the lead lap running a slightly off time than he's run. Trying to find a way to get around him. At the same time, he's got Keenan Shoddy on his tail. If he makes a mistake, he knows Keenan's going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, he can't give up a good line, because that'll give Keenan Shoddy a shot to get around him. So he's got to drive defensively more than offensively.
He can't wind up out of position. That's the key.
Yep.
Well, they're going to take the white flag on this next time by. Okay, white flag flies here. Last lap of the race. This is pretty much for all the marbles. You've got the 10 and the 9 right there in front, holding up the leaders, which is what Keenan Shoddy he's all good with. But now he's going to find a way to get around the 81. 81 saying, I'm going to find a way to make sure that 9 stays behind, or that 45 stays behind me.
Yeah. Yep. He does not want to give him an inch, give him a chance to get a better line through the corner. Because he doesn't care about the cars in front. All he cares about is getting around that 81. And boy, he's right on his bumper now.
Yes. Yep. There's really, I think that may have been the opportunity right there. There's not many passing spots left.
Nope.
this sweep out of 6-7 right here.
Oh, he's right on his tail.
And that's it. Flag flies, and
Okay.
Jordan Wenzel wins here at Watkins Glen.
That's 2 in a row for Jordan Wenzel. Eric Lombard ends up in 5th. So still a good finish for him.
Oh, yeah.
And he did make it. So he ran that entire second stage on 1 tank of fuel, and he's got to be on fumes right about now.
Yeah, our telemetry says he's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Nope. He may not make it back to the pits at that rate. I bet he's coasting a lot now, though.
That's true. Well, the benefit here in iRacing, he can just pull over and press a magic button and find himself on pit road.
Yeah, Lucas Gortman just came on the radio, complimented Eric Lombard on his fuel-saving strategy. That really was a great run for him to be able to save enough fuel to complete that stage.
But not enough, as your winner makes his way around to the start-finish line here at Watkins Glen. Line up Keenan Shoddy and Lucas Gortman.
Get the photo finish. Whoa! Car right on by. Here comes 2nd and 3rd. Shoddy and Gortman pulling up to get their traditional finish line photo for the top 3 podium finishers.
There's your winner.
Really fun race tonight. This was very enjoyable. First time I've ever broadcast a road course, and Rick, you made it good.
Yeah, great race here amongst these guys as Jordan Wenzel celebrates a Polish victory lap here, even on the road course. All right, let's get you the highlights. All right, Jordan Wenzel wins the race here at Watkins Glen in the Go Bowling at the Glen. Keaton Shoddy finishes in 2nd.
Only 1.4 tenths of a second behind first. That's a pretty tight finish.
Yep, Lucas Gortman 3rd. Hard charger goes to Grady Gherkin, up 20 positions to finish in 4th. Most laps led Jordan Wenzel. We saw that. Fastest lap was that lap we pointed out in Keenan Shoddy, that 1:09.098. And obviously Jordan Wenzel won it from the pole. So here's your finishing top 10. It's Wenzel, Shoddy, Gortman, Grady Gherkin in 4th, Eric Lombard in 5th, Corey Ennis in 6th, Joe Musso in 7th, Brian Jones in 8th, Vince Burns in 9th, and Matthew Wheeler in 10th.
11th, you've got Austin Walton, followed by Paul Irvin, Tyler Lem, Tony Japs, Brady Boatwright in 15th, Joe Torres in 16th, Jeff Ramsdale, Scott Thomas, Eddie Musso Jr., and Jake Musso in 20th.
Wrapping up the finish, Alex Daffin, Gary Wells, Garrett Walden, Brennan McKee, Anthony Campbell, and Dakota Reeder finishing out the event. All right, so let's go ahead and get our some drivers here in for an interview. Let's find Mr. Lucas Gortman. Lucas, congratulations and welcome to the booth.
Oh, what's going on?
You sound tired, Lucas.
Oh man, I had a Monday league race in the Gen 6 here. It was like 40 laps. Ran trucks, ran half of that. Ran O'Reilly's yesterday and then Cup today, all Watkins Glen. So we put,
wow.
I think, around almost 200 laps here just in racing.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your finish. Ran a good race.
Yeah, very, very calm race. Not much really going on for most of it. just kind of. I knew I didn't have the speed to win. I would need some luck or something to kind of. It's just something to happen to those guys, Keenan and Wenzel. But I just I felt like a P3 car all day. Tried a little something there, pitted early, and then Wenzel took guess it was like fuel only to get a huge gap, and then Keenan pit, and he just had so much more speed. But you know what? We'll take P3. I told Wenzel earlier in the day today, I was like, yeah, I'm ready for my P3 finish today. I already kind of knew, and I'll take it. It's a good point stay, keeps the podium kind of run going. So we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Good deal.
Well, congratulations on your finish. Any shout outs tonight?
As always, just praise God. Without him, allow me to wake up every single day, give me the blessings that I have. Wouldn't be able to do this. My lovely wife, my daughter, my teammates, Tyler, Jeff, Matt, Keith, all those guys at IRK, all the drivers out here, you guys, the broadcast and the admins, everybody gets this league running and thriving. So moving on to next week, which I don't even remember what next week is.
Next week's the All-Star race in Dover.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not sure how to feel about that one, but definitely got the Charlotte Coke 300, quote unquote, circled there for sure, defending winner there. So we got a pretty paint scheme. It's not been shown yet, but it's a nice one. So be on the lookout for that.
Good deal.
We absolutely will look forward to it. Well, congratulations on your finish, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
You got it. All right, that's Lucas Corbin, and now we welcome our second place finisher. This is Keenan Shoddy to the booth. Keenan, congratulations. Man, it was tough between you and Jordan all night.
I tried so hard. I practiced all week. I knew he was going to be the guy to beat. And honestly, coming into the race, I was hoping for top 5. I know this is a competitive league, and I just thought that with my pace, I was good enough for top 5. So a podium, I'll take it.
Well, congratulations, Keenan. You may have finished second, but you did have the fastest lap in the race. That's a big deal.
Yeah, coming off those fresh tires, I knew I was going to have to really start putting some laps down to catch Eric and Jordan. And then, unfortunately for them, but luckily for me, they kind of got tangled up there, and that gave me an opportunity to at least get to Jordan's bumper to try to do something the last 3 laps or so.
Yeah.
Well, definitely,
yeah,
a little bit of contact there. We'll see what the admins say about that. But congratulations on your second place finish. You had great battles towards the last few laps there between you and Jordan with the lap traffic.
Yeah, I know. I knew my chance at passing him was going to be towards 6 and 7 coming towards the checkered, and I told him in the press room lobby, I was like, the Carson Hocevar and me wanted to just full send that turn and kind of get underneath him, but I decided to play it clean and just be happy with second. I'd hate to take us both out doing something stupid. So,
well, congratulations.
I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yeah. Any shout outs tonight, Keenan?
Sure. Unlike last time, I forgot stupidly to shout out my wife. So shout out to her, shout out to my dog and my parents. We're actually going to the race this weekend in Watkins Glen. So
nice.
Oh boy,
this is pretty cool to get a podium here and then head to the race this Sunday to watch in person. So
hopefully you get good weather.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I heard it's a muddy mess there. So
yeah. Hope you're not camping. I've heard the campgrounds are just.
I've seen videos.
It's terrible. This year they moved, as you can tell what time of year it is, Watkins Glen up on the schedule by a month or so.
Yeah.
It's a little early for upstate New York.
Yeah, cold, wet.
Yep. They'll rethink it for next season. Again, congratulations, and
thank you.
Have fun this weekend, and we'll see you next week in Dover.
Absolutely. Take it easy, guys.
You got it. That's Keenan Shoddy. And with that, let's bring in your winner.
He does it again, 2 weeks in a row.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. It was a lot more different than any of the other ones that I've won, but
Yeah,
was crazy.
we've broadcasted a number of them. Usually, you don't have the second place car on your bumper for the last few laps.
Yeah, there was a mix of strategies. It was Eric running the no pit strategy there. I ran a fuel only, and Kian ran that 4 tire strat. Probably should have also ran the 4 tire strat looking back at it, because man, was it difficult to just keep the car underneath me and keep him behind me during that. But
Yeah,
Here's a question for you, Jordan. Did the no tire stop play a role in the little tussle that you and Eric Lombard had in the bus stop?
I mean, I don't believe so. It could have had a little bit, but I honestly feel like I was pinched there. I'll go back and watch it and see what there is, but I didn't feel like I had room to, be on the corner with the way he drove it in there. But we'll see.
Okay.
just curious.
Yep.
Towards those last few laps, you certainly had to deal with the tail end of the lead lap and those drivers fighting for position there, the 10 and the 9 right in front of you.
A very, that made my day. I was so happy that they just were staying right in front of me during that time. But no, they were at that time lead lap cars going to go 1 down, so they have the right to be on the track. So it's my job to pass them, and
Yeah,
I don't know what to do there.
No, something. No, we were the same way. They had every right to be there. They were battling for position to stay on the lead lap, regardless of the number of laps that was there. And that did allow Keenan to come up and gain a little bit and battle you right there for the last 2 laps. No, made for good broadcast. No, congratulations.
Well, I'm glad that it made it look really good. It was very stressful. It was very stressful in the car. So
you had Rick and I testing our math skills to a great degree on trying to figure out. Okay, you're 2 seconds a lap ahead. Who's making up time, who's losing time, and we. I don't know that either one of us are great at math, but we kind of figured out what was going on there, and you guys put on a great show tonight. I mean, it was an exciting, fun race to watch.
Yeah, I'm glad it was fun to watch. It was fun to drive too, especially I thought when I was looking at it in my rear view, probably the last 10, 15 laps. It was a lot of fun.
Well, congratulations. Shout outs tonight.
Shout outs to my friends Cameron, Jess, they're always watching, V, Jose. Shout out to my team, SFM2, SFM1. But yeah, it was just a lot of fun.
Congratulations. Well, next week we'll see you at Dover. We move on to the All-Star race. That should be an interesting event.
Yeah, it should be. We've got some stuff cooking for it. We'll figure out what exactly we got going later in the week.
All right. Well, there's your winner, folks, here at Watkins Glen. Jordan Wenzel pulls off a competitive, exciting victory here at Watkins Glen. And Jeff, overall, just a great race.
It really was. I thought it was going to be a fun race to watch. I thought the guys would put on a good show tonight, and we were not disappointed. Exciting racing all up and down the field. I mean, we saw good racing in the middle of the pack. Even towards the end there, I saw some good racing towards the back of the pack. It was just a fun race, an exciting race, and I wish we'd do more road courses.
There you go. Oh, don't say that. Well, Jordan will love that.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thanks again for tuning in here to the iNRS Go Bowling at the Glen event here, won by Jordan Wenzel. We appreciate all of you who have tuned in. We look forward to seeing you next week. We will be at Dover for the iNRS All-Star event. I'm sure we'll get some more information to bring to you next week. But thanks so much for tuning in. And, well, Jeff, I guess we'll say goodnight and see you all next week. All right. Good night, folks.